Hi there, it's Seb Brantigan, the Britpreneur. Very excited to bring you this TextLocal review. And the reason why I want to do that is because I've been using TextLocal now for just over a month, and I'm really impressed with everything that they've been able to offer. So if you're watching this video, perhaps you're looking for a new text service to send some text out, but you're looking for something that's quite easy to use and very user friendly. Well, I have to say TextLocal has literally blown anything else that I've used before out of the water. So previously I used Firetext, we used Fix Your Funnel, and now I'm pretty much getting everyone to use TextLocal because it's very easy to use. It allows you to schedule messages. It tells you exactly how much you're going to spend per text broadcast. It's just very intuitive, and it costs about the same as a lot of other services. Now, one thing I do like about TextLocal is the fact that they don't charge you any monthly fee. You just literally pay as you go. Compared with other services, like I know with Fix Your Funnel, they do offer you other stuff as well, but you are paying sometimes as much as $150 per month or in that region just to have an account, and that's not including the text messages. Now, if you're UK based, that's also US dollars, so you're going to pay obviously currency conversion fees on top of that, whereas TextLocal is, I believe, UK based, so you know, you're just paying in pounds sterling, so it's just much simpler for you. So what I want to do quickly is just walk you through how easy it is to send a text. So if we jump over here to send text, the first thing you've got to do is actually upload your contacts. Now it does opt out people for you. If they want to reply, they can opt out, and I'll show you all of that as well in a second. So it's very compliant with things like GDPR and all that good stuff. So if we jump over to contacts and create group, you have to basically upload contacts before you send a message, which is very easy to do. So we've got what we call group name here. We just then add a list of people. You can either paste a bunch of numbers. Don't worry about this option. This is just for one text. So you just paste a bunch of numbers here you want to text, or you can upload a CSV spreadsheet. Just make sure the name and name and phone number are separated, because you can actually personalize these texts. So anyway, upload your contacts, you upload their name and their phone number, and then once that's all done and saved, you just go to send and then send text messages. Now you can do picture messages and stuff like that as well, which is obviously really good. More expensive, but if you want your message to have more of an impact, it's definitely worth looking into. So all you do is just click the group that you created before, and then you would just type whatever you wanted to type. So I'm just going to type in a message here, and it will actually tell me whether I'm using more than one credit or not. So I'll explain that in a second, but I just want to type something here. Message. So let's just copy that. Now, basically, one credit will buy you 160 character text. Okay, and TextLocal, as you can see here, will tell you if you go over that character limit. Now, one thing you do want to add to your text to make sure they're GDPR compliant is the opt-out message. So just make sure whatever your text is, if you want to keep it under 160 characters, make sure you've got this included as well, so you can actually see whether you're over that limit or not. Now, if you do use more than 160 characters, then it will still send as one text, so it's not a problem. It just means you'll be charged for 2 credits per text rather than for 1. So just something to be aware of. But other than that, it's all very straightforward, as you can see. You can obviously add in a link. You can add in all sorts of stuff if you want to. Generally, we add in things like a link to a funnel or a web page or something like that. And this message always here at the end. So TextLocal will always, if someone replies to this message, then TextLocal will just make sure they're all opted out. So that's all good. And then you can actually schedule the message, which I've not really seen in many other text supplier services. So we can schedule this for, ages in advance, like literally months in advance. And this is all automated and done and set up. And as you can see, it's incredibly easy to use. You can also have a few advanced options here if you want this message to expire, and there's a few other options as well worth playing with. And one thing TextLocal will do is actually save this text here, so we can just select it again, and if you want to just send a similar text in future, then you can just modify what's in here, so it's very, very easy to do. You can also have the option where people can reply to the text as well, which is really, really good if you want to pick up some leads from your text messages. You know, you might get someone replying very eager to speak with you, who might be a red hot buyer, and they might be someone who's very eager to, you know, buy one of your products or come to one of your events or whatever it is that you're selling. So overall, that's basically it. As you can see, it's not a massively complicated system. It's very straightforward. It works incredibly well. We've had other services where if we wanted to send a large amount of text, it actually took several days to do that, whereas with TextLocal, it sends all of the text instantly or at the time that you scheduled it for. So it works very well. It's rather easy to use. I've literally just showed you the few steps from start to finish, how to send a text. And if we click send message, it'll actually preview. I've not filled it in fully here, but it will basically pop up saying, it will give you a preview of how your text will look, and it will show you how much your text will cost as well and all that good stuff. So that's basically it. Really good to, one thing as well we can add in is things like merge fields. So when you upload the list, then you can add in like first name, so you can personalize the message, which is always good to do. You can add in some more custom fields as well. So you can maybe even add a phone number. So the text could even say, for example, can we confirm the number, blah, blah, blah is correct. So there's a lot that you can do with the text. Generally, my recommendation is just keep the text simple, put in the person's first name, a link to a website or something like that, or ask them to go and check their email, or, you know, some kind of call to action and all that good stuff. Now, the last thing I wanted to just quickly show you is the cost of the text, and then I'll wrap up this video. But at this moment in time, I'll just delete my address. You guys know where I live. So all of the credits are here. As you can see, the more credits you buy, the less it actually costs. So all of these credits are roughly within the market price. So, you know, very competitive price. But here's the cost as well. You can literally get started and buy 100 credits for $4.90 plus VAT. So extremely affordable, even if you're not really going to be using the service a lot. Again, there's no monthly cost. You just pay as you go. And that's basically it. You get 10 texts for free, so you can actually try it out, and which I do recommend doing just to see if you like the service. So send yourself a text or to a friend and just try out the service. But here's my TextLocal review. Hopefully that covered all the points, and hopefully that was helpful. If you did find it helpful, then drop me a comment below, give me a like on this video. Any questions you've got, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'll look forward to answering them. Thanks for watching this TextLocal review. It's been Seb Brantigan, and we'll see you on the next video.